Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. It's Brandon with Campbell Fitness, and today's video I'd like to talk about fat burners. And the reason I'd like to talk about this is obviously for most of us here in the States, Thanksgiving has just passed us by, a time where we spend a lot of our time with friends and family, kind of getting off of our schedule and eating a ton of food. Not to mention all the winter holidays are coming up, regardless if you celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Festivus for the rest of us, whatever it may be. It kind of continues in the next month where we just don't really have our schedule down and we tend to eat a lot of foods that we typically normally wouldn't. Not to mention with New Year's coming up, most of us make New Year's resolutions for getting back in the gym, getting better shape. For those of us who never leave the gym, so to say, we know this time of the year is always busy because we have a lot of those New Year's resolutioners coming in and curling in the squat racks. Not that I'm not guilty of that myself, but with this, I figured it'd be a good time to talk about fat burners because this is the time of year where I get a lot of questions about this supplement. Now, a lot of people turn to these because maybe they're just not aware or educated on what supplements actually do. Maybe they haven't had really success with diets in the past. Maybe they're just looking for something to give that extra edge, or maybe they've just plateaued in their current weight loss plans and they'd like to turn to something to help them out. Now, for this and for any other supplement kind of talk that I do on this channel, you guys should already know that I'm really big on looking at the ingredient profiles of these things, and fat burners are no real different. Now, unfortunately, most people don't take the time to do this. They just see that it's advertised as something that's going to help them lose weight, build muscle, be effective, give them energy, and they just plunk their money down. Now, as far as this goes, however, if you were to ever look at the actual profile of these supplements, what you'll find is most of them are just filled with stimulants. Now, I tend to kind of already assume that most people who turn to fat burners don't really know dieting down packed as far as the best way to go about doing it. And what most people just end up doing is cutting out a ton of food, putting themselves in a huge caloric deficit, really kind of restricting the foods that they eat. Maybe they think they can only eat salads and chicken and brown rice. And what happens is they add in these fat burners, which are just really stimulant based, and they get a huge boost of energy because some of these fat burners suggest you take well over 500 or 600 milligrams of caffeine. Now, of course, there's other stimulants out there that are included in these. Most of them used to have 1,3-dimethylamine, although that's really been pulled and a lot of these ones are changing their formulas. So for example, Oxy Elite Pro is one of those that recently changed over from including that ingredient. But regardless, these people who are on a very low caloric intake, take a bunch of stimulants, they think they have a lot of energy, they think they're doing better and so forth, they think these products really work. In reality, what happens when most people are on some kind of a diet plan and they take some kind of supplement that they're spending money on, regardless of if it works or not, they get this in their mind that they're really going to try to push and they really give the credit to the supplements, which really isn't the case. Because what in reality is happening is they're really getting their act together as far as the gym goes, as far as their diet goes, and that's the thing that's showing them the results. But these pills they're taking are giving them so much energy and making them feel really energized, and that's where they put the credit to. So as far as fat burners go and my suggestion for them, I would suggest you guys stay away from them. Again, the reason being is they're for the most part just glorified caffeine pills. You get the same effect by just buying tablets themselves for $5 for a ton of caffeine pills. You could drink energy drinks, or you could spend your money on more beneficial supplements if you choose to do so that are going to aid you in your goals in the gym, like creatine, beta-alanine, citrulline malate, maybe a protein powder that you could use as some sort of a meal replacement with another carb or fat source as well. And not only will you save money, but you'll see just the same of the results, if not better. So I hope that answers some questions on fat burners. In the meantime, stay big, which is a terrible saying to say for a video about fat burners, but it is what it is. Take care, everybody.